If you wanna get with me, there's some things you gotta know. I like my beats fast and
What's up guys, Splatzeh here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the really nice looking module effect I have on my channel layout. So this was requested by Superior Art, so I thought I'd make a video on it for him and for whoever else watches this video. And I would also like to say thank you for almost 1,000 total upload views. I never thought I'd get that many on this channel with only 24 subs, and I'm surprised I actually got 24 subs within around 3 days. Well, yeah, in around 5-6 days. And yeah, I didn't actually think this channel would get this far without getting pretty much suspended or anything, if I'm honest. But anyway, pretty much what you want to do is you want to go ahead and open up Photoshop, obviously. And once you have your modules, pretty much, as you can see, I've still got the nice effect over here. So just to make it easier for me and sort of easier for you, so you don't have to listen to me just read them all out, and then you have to keep pausing the video and going back, I'm just going to go ahead and show you them to make it a lot easier. So I always have a drop shadow. I have an opacity at 100%, the spread at 30 and the size at 6. Make sure blend mode's on multiply. Same for the inner shadow, just make the distance 0, the choke 30, and the size 6. And for stroke, I just have a size 1 stroke, and for the colour, I simply just select like the lightest red on my background, pretty much, on the main part of the background, and then I just make it that, pretty much, and it looks pretty nice. So as you can see, nothing's much changed. And then what I always do this for some reason, because the glossy effect looks nice, but for the glossy effect what I do is I make a new layer, create clipping mask, go ahead and get my rectangular marquee tool, and then just draw over half of the top box, or half of whatever box you want. And then what you want to do is you want to go over to the gradient tool, set your colour to white, just because Photoshop's a little bit retarded, and make sure you're on the foreground to transparent. Go ahead and click OK, and then you want to hold your shift tool and drag down, and you're actually supposed to have it set to linear, I believe. Yeah, linear, and then just drag down. As you can see, it gives a nice looking white effect, but you don't actually want it that light, but it doesn't really matter because it still looks awesome once you finish with it. But you want something looking similar to that, so it's like just fading out at the bottom, but like only just. So then when we turn the opacity down, you'll still be able to see where it's ended, and it looks pretty nice. And then we just put the opacity down to around 30, and as you can see, that looks pretty nice. And it's actually a little bit harder, but not much harder for the bigger modules. So what you have to do is, I'm going to use the elliptical one on this to make it more of a circle shape. And as you can see, we're making a layer obviously, and create another clipping mask. But what we want to do is, we want to go back to the rectangular marquee tool, don't click anywhere. But what you want to do is you want to hold in Alt, and then you want to just get rid of the top box, so it doesn't affect the top box at all. And then we just do the same again with the tool, with the gradient tool. Go ahead and click off, or Command D, and then just go ahead and put the opacity down to around 30 again. The opacity doesn't have to be exactly 30, and as you can see, it sometimes varies. So I'm just going to put that down a bit to make it look the same as the top. And then for the last one, what I'm going to do is create clipping mask. I'm going to go ahead and just go like this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this, and I'm just going to make it slightly different. Not much different, but slightly different. That didn't look that great, and I've just done something. Right, so that should work. And what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to go Command D to deselect that. And then what I want to do is I want to free transform it. And then go ahead and go like this. And then just nudge it up with my arrow keys, or you can move it up with your cursor if you want to. And then just go ahead and grab the eraser tool and get rid of the part on the top if that happens. And the only reason I'm messing up like so bad with my mouse is because I'm using a really not good Microsoft mouse on a PC, and it doesn't work that great. It just like lags across the screen sometimes. And on that one I'm going to put the opacity to around 40. So as you can see, that looks pretty nice. And if we just go ahead and get rid of all these renders for a minute, just so you can see how nice the modules actually are. I'll keep the background and the background gradient, but just so you can see how nice the modules actually are, there it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Once again, the Superior Rats sent in this request. Go and check out his channel. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Splatzeh, signing out.